So this is a nice pregnancy session with a little bit of strength work and pelvic floor. You don't need any equipment, but you might need a towel or some cushions just to support your knees, make it more comfortable. So we're going to start in 2-point kneeling and just place both knees on that cushion. And just drop your tailbone underneath you and you'll feel a little engagement under baby here. Place your hands on your rib cage and let your elbows come out wide and soften the shoulders. Just close your eyes and balance your head over your shoulders and breathe now into the sides of the rib cage, pressing out into those hands and then just deflate here. And again, breathing in, press out wide into those hands and exhale. One more breath in and exhale. Then bring your arms down by the side of you and just circle those shoulders up towards your ears and then let them melt away, widening and smiling through the collarbones. Circle and widen. Circle and widen. Last one here. And widen. Then we're going to circle back the other way. Last two. And last one. Nice. And then from here, we're going to just notice that the palms are facing in towards your hips. We're going to take one arm up and rather than straight out in front of you and not out to the side of you, about 45 degrees. So just take the hand out, leading with the thumb and take the arm up. And here I want you to make sure that tailbone stays long and underneath you. And I want you to focus on your pelvic floor. So I want you to take a gentle squeeze, okay? So a little wink into your back passage, hold that wee mid-flow and hold. And you just get a lift, it should be gentle, inside, up and under baby, like you're just cupping or supporting baby from underneath. And lower. We're going to switch hands. So again, on that diagonal line, let the thumb lead. We're going to breathe out, little wink, and hold that wee mid-flow. Pelvic floor lifts and lower. Let the pelvic floor go. Exhale, connect. Inhale, lower. Exhale, connect. Inhale, lower. Both hands now in a V, leading with those thumbs. Connect into that pelvic floor. Inhale, lower. And lower. Last two here. Exhale, little wink and lift through that back passage. Hold that wee mid-flow. Shouldn't feel like your bottom muscles are clenching. It's just a lift underneath and inside. And then back to center. So we're going to add in just folding back onto our heels. Okay, and then as you come up, same exercise, but now we're bringing in that whole combination of our thighs and our hips as we do that. So a little squeeze of the hips forward, so bottom muscles are going to recruit now as you lift into your pelvic floor. And then we lower. So exhale, so breath in to prepare. Exhale, connect, push the hips forward, squeeze into that pelvic floor. Inhale, we fold. And we just hinge at the hips, so our body folds forward slightly. And then press the hips forward. Inhale. Exhale. Feel that lift under baby supporting you. Last two. Coming up and lower. Last one, connect and lower. Cool. Okay, then from here we're going to come halfway. So you're going to come up and hold. My hips are still just dipped back slightly. Okay, and now I'm going to again let my palms face in towards my hips. Okay, before we take the arms up, just notice your pelvic position. So sometimes through pregnancy we get a bit arched and just let baby hang. I want you to tuck your tailbone underneath you and just round into your back. And now lift the tailbone out behind you, let baby drop. And now find the halfway position. So you've got a little connection under baby, ribs feel funneled down, but your back is nice and straight. Wide shoulders. Palms facing inwards, we take the arms straight out in front of us, in line with your ears, and just reach those fingertips. Let the shoulders come up towards your ears, and now just melt the shoulders away from your ears. Hands come down like a pendulum and then out behind you. So it should be those little fingers leading the movement. Hold here, and now you might notice as you take the arms back, your shoulders roll forward. Just widen and smile through those collarbones, and then just go as far back as your shoulders allow you to before they start rolling forward, and just hold that width across the front of the shoulders. There, we're gonna hold this. And now breathe into the back of the rib cage and wide. And here, exhale, just find that pelvic floor in this position. More anterior pelvic floor, so think about holding that wee mid-flow, and then let it go. Breath in, exhale, connect, hold. Keep reaching the fingertips away from you, keep folded, and now relax. Breath in. Exhale, connect through your pelvic floor as you blow out. Little lift under baby at the same time. And then inhale, let it go. And last one, exhale, connect, wink and lift. Think about holding that wee mid-flow. Reach those fingertips, long neck. Opposing the crown of the head away from the fingertips. And then release. Good, this time swing the arms forward and overhead. Swing them down like pendulums and out behind you. We're still in that little fold through the body. Swing, out behind you, and swing. Good, last two. Last one, swing, reach, wide shoulders. This time press up and come up. Bring those hips forward. One arm stays up at the ceiling, other hand down by the floor, and oppose those fingertips. Drop your ear to your shoulder and just side bend over. Reach back to center, bring one arm down, other arm comes up, oppose those fingertips. Side bend over. Dropping your ear to your shoulder. And back to center. Nice, then just bring your arms out in front of you. Imagine you're holding a beach ball, and I want you to reach the beach ball towards me and just let the shoulder blades come off the chest wall and then connect them back. A little reach and connect. Reach. So it's no bending at the elbows. This is all coming from a nice long arm. Feeling the shoulder blades just slide forward and then just slot back onto the chest wall, not into tension, just let them sit comfortably on the chest wall. Then from here we're going to take one arm just out to the side and just lengthen those fingertips, feel a nice opening across the front of the chest, and back to center and switch, just a nice opening and close. So again, we're going to work on the pelvic floor. So as you open, just a wink and lift through that pelvic floor, let it go back to center. Connect, let it go, connect, let it go, connect, let it go. Last two, last one, back to center. Then we're going to work on a little bit of rotation through the spine. So turn one palm up and follow the fingertips as you rotate up and out the waist. Now try not to tip back because you'll put pressure in your lower back. Almost think about funneling the breastbone down towards your waist as you open and close. Same arm, funnel that breastbone down towards your waist as you open. Last one, we're going to stay and hold. Now turn both palms up and just reach the fingertips. Keep widening across the front of the shoulders, but push your hips forward to face me. Now take your arms up to the ceiling, staying on the rotation, and then open them wide. Keep pressing your hips forward. Keep turning the upper body to the side. Last one, we come up. Rotate back to center. Just soften those shoulders if you've got any tension in them. Come back out in front. Turn the other palm up. So we open. Keep that same hip bone pushed forward as you open up. Ribs funnel down so you protect your lower back. Come back to center. And again here. Back to center. Last two. Last one, hold. Turn both palms up to the ceiling and oppose those fingertips away and hold. And then staying on the rotation, take the arms up and down. Keep that hip pushed forward as you try and turn the upper body to the side. Last one, we come up and back to center. And now through flow, just split the arms, look at the hand behind you, reach up and split. Reach up. Split, reach up, last one, back to center. Bring those arms out in line with your shoulders and then just soften them forward so you're not putting the shoulder on any strain. And now just circle those arms, little movements, thinking of weights on the base of the shoulder blades, gluing those shoulders to the chest wall. Hopefully the shoulders are starting to feel a little bit warm. And then you're going to circle the other way, long neck. And then back to center, reach up. Then place your hands behind your head, slide the shoulders up and glide them away. Up and away. Last two. And there. And now imagine you're between two panes of glass and you're just side bending. So keep the hips and knees stacked and it's just the upper body. Taking the elbow up to the ceiling. Back to center, elbow to the ceiling, back to center. If you're feeling any pain in the lower back or a little bit of compression, just really tuck the tailbone underneath you. And last one, back to center. And now bring those hands down and place them on your hips and just shift your rib cage side to side. Two more, one more, back to center, reach those arms up. I'm going to turn side on so you can see, but we're going to nose dive and round, curl through the body. So you're really tucking tailbone under, lift under baby. Keep your feet on the floor as you reach those arms out in front of you. And then with those hands just hip width apart, just lift your tailbone, not all the way, just into your neutral spine. And stack your hands under your shoulders. And there, nice long neck. And hold here. So back into a nice cat stretch. Let that head hang. Draw the breastbone into your spine, tailbone under. Then lift the tailbone, sink the belly, kiss the shoulder blades together and gently look up. Drop the head, let it hang. Round into the rib cage and tuck under. And then lift the tailbone, just halfway, find your neutral, find your nice straight spine and glide your shoulder blades down the chest wall. Stay lifted so you don't collapse through the upper body, lift the body away from the floor and give yourself that nice length, like your head and neck is an extension of your coffee table that you've created with your bag. And then from here we're going to come into some belly breathing. So I want you to imagine a balloon in your tummy. You're going to breathe into your tummy and inflate that balloon. Expand in and around baby. And then exhale, feel the natural deflate. And under baby, just see if you can gently sink your tummy, your front line inwards without your back grounding. So your body stays in the same position. I can hardly see it. It's just this front line expanding with the breath in. And then deflating and sinking with the breath out. So we breathe in, expand, exhale, draw the tummy inwards, creating a tension, drawstring connection under baby. Don't try and do too much, only about 30% effort. Breathing in, let the breath do the work so it should feel relaxed and soft. Exhale, sink the tummy in. Under baby. Breathing in, expand. Exhale. Okay, then just add in the pelvic floor. So we breathe in, expand. Let the breath naturally start to deflate. And then wink through your back passage. As you exhale and draw the tummy in, hold that wee mid-flow. You're not tucking under, you're not changing any movement through the body or the spine. And you're not butt clenching, it's just inside. It feels like a zipper from your tailbone inside to your pubic bone. Last two, breathe in. Nice and slow, exhale with the deflation of the breath. Start to sink the tummy inwards, wink through the back passage. Hold that wee and let it all go. Make sure you completely let go. Then breathe in again. And then exhale. Draw and connect into that pelvic floor. And then let it relax. Then into a side flexion in 4-point kneeling. So you're going to bring your hips towards your shoulder and look over the same shoulder. So right hip to right shoulder. And then just swivel, look over your left shoulder and bring the hip towards it. And switch. And switch. 2 more. 1 more. Back to center. Drop the tailbone under. Draw baby in towards you as you come into your cat stretch. Let the head hang. And then this time as we lift the tailbone, we're going to just walk your hands forward a touch. And now sink, but stay in control. Don't just hang through the belly, okay? But just lift the tailbone. Bend your elbows and not out wide. Keep them on the midline. And then you're going to brush your breastbone as though you're trying to bring it down to the floor and then lift up here. Then let the head hang heavy, round into the rib cage and curl back. Almost sit back onto your heels. Then start to rock forward, lift the tailbone with control. Don't just hang, don't lose the rib cage completely. Bend the elbows, brush forward. Round, curl and come back. So we lift and scoop through, round, push away from the floor, curl, and then bend the elbows, extend, push away, round, bend the elbows, scoop through, last 2, round, come back, lift the tailbone, bend the elbows, scoop through, round, curl back, lift the tailbone and scoop through. Come back to neutral, hands stacked just under your shoulders, knees under your hips, and just find that neutral spine with that puddle in your lower back. So we're going to come into some press ups here. So again, try not to let the elbows come out wide, but in underneath you. And what people tend to do is fold back to cheat and offload the hands. Try and keep your eyes in line with your fingers. Okay, and you're just lowering the chest down and then peeling back up. So the arms come in underneath you and back up. Spread the fingers and feel that you've got to plug in across the span of the hands, especially between your thumb and index finger. Connect and plug in through there. Elbows stay on that parallel line and you come down. Plug in through the span and the bridge of the hands, come up, down, and back up. And now we're going to find that connection under baby. So we come down, as you push back up, a little drawing under that drawstring under baby. Inhale, drawstring, exhale to come up. Inhale, inhale to come down. Find that connection under baby to press back up. Tummy sinks inwards. Last 4, down, breath in. Exhale, draw to come back up. 3 more. 2. Last 1. Well done. Sit back on your heels, let those arms stay out long, get a stretch through the side of the body. If you need to widen your legs for room for baby, do. And now in this position, if you've got PG pain, just don't go into a too wide a knees because you might find that then aggravates your pain. So just stay where's comfortable for you. And now I want you to imagine that balloon in your tummy here, and you're going to breathe in and expand your tummy, expand baby into your thighs. Let that pelvic floor widen. And then exhale, just naturally let the tummy deflate. You don't need to do anything. And again, we're going to fill up and hold that balloon. Take the air down into the lower tummy, under baby. Hold and expand, and then let it go. Last one here, breath in. Fill up and expand. Feel the tummy widen, underneath widen. Feel like the pelvis opens. Bottom widens and opens. And then exhale, just let the air go. Nice. Scoot back up onto all fours and face forward. Reach those arms up and bring those hands behind your head. We're going to come back into our side bend. Back to center and switch. Back to center. Reach those arms up and now place one hand down your back. Your fingers reaching down your back and other hand comes on the top of the elbow. Keep the elbow nice and open and you'll start to feel a stretch into that tricep that we were just working in those press ups. And now here, side bend again in those two panes of glass. Even weight through the knees, through the hips. And back to center. One more this way. Keeping a little bit of overpressure down through the elbow. Back to center, reach, soft elbows. Other hand comes down, place the hand on the elbow. And then side bend over, cross the midline. Back to center. Last one, hold. Make sure that elbow stays nice and open. Drop your tailbone underneath you to look after your lower back. And back to center. Reach those arms up. And again, we're going to nose dive out in front of us, just curling through the spine and down. Then just rock forward. Breath in, drop your head heavy. Curl the tailbone under as you walk your hands back in towards you. And restack, reach up, breath in. Exhale, curl through. Lift the tailbone, sink, rock forward. Then drop the head, curl. And restack. Peel that chin away from the chest, reach up. And then bring those arms down by the side of you. Roll your shoulders back to finish that nice pelvic floor series.